Hi there. It's great to be back with everybody for the week of August the 10th as I provide the most recent update for the City of Belleville as we deal with this COVID-19 pandemic. And I want to start off like I always do by sending a big thank you to YourTV, our community partners here, trying to make sure that you have this information that's important. Today, I am sitting on the mayor's dais in the chair. This is the same chair that every mayor since 1870 has sat in for the City of Belleville when City Hall was first constructed. And it's a very ornate council chambers with lots of history. And it always reminds me of the fact that I'm just the 76th person to occupy this position, and I'm certainly grateful for the opportunities. Another great week here in the City of Belleville when it comes to how we're handling this COVID-19 and flattening the curve. We had, as of Tuesday this week, 19,290 tests completed, which is an amazing amount of tests that are being done. And we still have been stable at only 44 lab concurrent cases since the very beginning. And so keep up the good work. It's important to wash your hands, social distance, wear a mask when you go indoors. And I appreciate everyone's cooperation with that. I'm really, really proud of our community and for all the work that everyone's been doing. We had a city council meeting this week, and at that meeting, we had a presentation from the Eastern Ontario Regional Network, we affectionately call EORN. And EORN is working with all the municipalities in Eastern Ontario, providing improved telephone and internet access for residents, particularly in rural parts of Eastern Ontario. And in the City of Belleville, that would be the Thurlow ward of the city. So on the far east side of the city, all the way down from Point Anne, but also wrapping up into Thurlow ward. And they made a presentation about the $330 million project that they're proceeding with, and how they'll be issuing, the RFP is being issued, and they'll be getting quotes on that by the end of this week. And we're hoping to have some construction of new towers to expand the cell gap coverage that we have to give more people access to cellular telephone services in rural parts of Belleville, but also to improve the internet, the broadband service that we have there. So it was great to have that presentation. Information about that is on the City of Belleville's website. Last week, we had a very exciting day where we cut the ribbon for the set of lights at the Shorelines Casino on Bell Boulevard West. And that was the completion of what we call phase one of that project to completely redevelop Bell Boulevard, running all the way east from where the future Costco site's going to be, all the way to Sydney Street, as well as Major Road reconstruction on Sydney Street. And the Minister of the Environment was there, which is great to have him from the province of Ontario. We also had MPPs Daryl Cramp and Todd Smith. And we also had representatives from our federal members of parliament, Neil Ellis and Derek Sloan, there as well. So that is a great step. That project is on time, actually ahead of schedule, so we're in good shape there. I also made an announcement at council this week that we're extending free transit service in the City of Belleville up until the end of September. And stay tuned for more information on that. But we feel this is the right thing to do during these times. Trying to understand the financial strain that COVID has had on residents. We also announced that the Quinte Sports and Wellness Center will be reopening one pad of ice, particularly to help with our youth program. So it'll be prioritized for youth hockey and figure skating. But we will open our first pad of ice at the Quinte Sports and Wellness Center on September the 14th. And then depending on how everything goes this fall, if things go well, we're expecting that the second ice pad, as well as the pool, will open on September the 28th. Now, I say depending how things go, because we're really looking to see how we adapt with the return to school this fall with all the protocols. And so we're keeping our fingers crossed. With our low numbers, we certainly have lots of reason to be optimistic. But we're going to sort of see how that goes. And this week, the staff at the Quinte Sports and Wellness Center have been contacting user groups that have had ice in the past to get them so they know about this. And there are a bunch of new protocols this year, and there's a lot of changes. So I appreciate everyone's cooperation and their assistance as we move along. I also announced that outdoor activities are permitted again on Belleville public spaces. So we are taking bookings for parks, for outdoor events that can have up to 100 people. And congratulations to the Quinte Fishing Series and Rick Somerville, who were the first ones to contact us. They are looking at having a fishing tournament later this month. and we're excited to be back into the swing of things. We've earned it, we've worked hard, and it's nice to see those relaxations. Some good news, Hampton Inn Suites opened up since my last time I was on here. That's a new hotel up on Bell Boulevard West and Wallbridge Loyalist. There was a number of delays with that project, but they are open, and they've already had a very busy time, and so there are people that are using those services. So we congratulate Blair Gamble and all the staff there for that new property in our city. And yesterday, we had the provincial government announced that Mr. Murray Angus, a resident of Thurlow, will be joining the Police Service Board for the City of Belleville. He is a provincial appointee representing the former Councillor Tom Lafferty, who was in that role before, and before he was not reappointed, but Mr. Angus is appointed. And he joins another provincial appointee on that board, Ms. Heather Smith, along with City of Belleville appointees, myself, Councillor Kelly McCaw, and then former City Councillor and resident Jack Miller. And Jack Miller is the chair of the Police Service Board. And interestingly, there are now four out of five brand new members to the Police Service Board. So it's really great that we have Jack Miller on there for us, who has some, what I call institutional memory. He understands what has been happening with the Belleville Police Service, and we're very, very proud of the men and women that we have looking out for our safety and our security. And we welcome Mr. Angus and Ms. Smith earlier this year to the board. So that's about it that we have for this week. There's more news coming for the next little while, but we're excited about all the projects we're doing. And before I let you go, I should remember that yesterday City Council approved also the demolition of the former Hillcrest School on the east end of Belleville. That demolition is going to allow for us to redevelop that site. The Belleville Lawn Bowling Club has already moved there, and we're going to be doing some other enhancements to that area. Stay tuned this fall for what's called a public information center, where we'll be seeking input from residents for what they'd like to see happen at that facility. That's it for this week from the City of Belleville. Again, if you have any questions, you can contact me directly through my City Hall office, or you can also contact all members of council. And we have a brand new website that you can go to and get all of our information, and we look forward to hearing from you if we can help you with anything. And I just want to say thank you again for everyone's cooperation. Remind you to wash your hands, practice social distancing, and when you go indoors to please wear a mask. Until next time, have a great rest of the week, and stay safe, Belleville.